The Chateau by Catherine Cooper, published by HarperCollins, and this is a story of a relocation from London to fictional Mosen, and I think one could retitle it Mayhem and Mystery in Mosen, which is in the southern part of France. There is also a side trip to the French Alps. Couple Aura and Nick have two children and they're two sons, and they're called Bay and Sorrell. So this probably sets the tone for the type of people they aspire to be. So they have arrived in France, they have bought themselves a rundown chateau, you know, one of those ancient large edifices with the little pointy towers, and you know, they have bitten off a lot here because it's totally run down. They are surrounded by Brits, and Brits of the type that, you know, might make you want to think twice about choosing that area. You know, there's an MP, they're basically up themselves. So Aura is a little bit dubious about the region they have chosen, but here they are and they have to get on with life as they find it. So here they are in their chateau. They engage Helen, who has come to look after the boys and support Mum while they try and do the renovations. Helen seems to be an absolutely fabulous person. She can cook, she can look after the kids, and Aura, you know, takes her hat off to her because it's working really very well for them. Add into this chaotic mix a TV crew who are coming to film as they renovate their chateau. Aura thinks this is a great idea because if they're on TV, it will be great publicity because she wants to eventually run her chateau as a chambre d'hôte, so, you know, having people to stay, and it will just work really well for them. But as a reader, you know things are not going to go terribly well because they have the equivalent of Alexa, and one evening or one night, in the middle of the night, it blasts out Dies Irae, which you will know is what is played at funeral services in the Catholic Church. So we know that something quite tricky is going to come up for them. So the story goes back and forth between present and past. We meet some of the fellow Brits with all their quirkinesses, and it bowls along very nicely. I read this sort of like in a day. It's very much a pool read that just kind of keeps you turning the pages in that sort of like, what's going to happen next? And you know, it's just a nice read. So if you're looking for something pretty engrossing, then The Chateau with a bit of French flair is a good one to pick up.